if we see the passage, the heading says Johnson's dictionary. They're talking about a dictionary which is related to this person named Johnson, right? And having a look at the question, starting from question number 4 till 7th, this is a summary, an incomplete paragraph, and we have to find this missing information with the help of the given information. What is the best way to approach this? See, in line number 1, although it does not have any direct missing information or question for us to find out, however, this can lead us to this question or even the next ones, because we have to make links in the summary. It would be easier for us to find the answer and also understand the information. Okay. So, in sentence number 1, let's mark this first. 1764 and this name Dr. Johnson. See, but what is the benefit of marking a name and year or a date? One is able to scan this information from the passage or the paragraphs easily, a bit easier. All right. So 1764. See, as far as this name Johnson is concerned, they have talked about this in all of the reading. He's the main focus. Let's focus on the year that has been mentioned in the question. 1775, 1604, 17th and early 18th centuries. Okay, here it is. 18th June 1764. Fine. Okay, let's come back to the question now. This person, he accepted the contract to produce a dictionary. Okay, having rented a garret, a garret, he rented a garret. Now, what is a garret? So basically, you might have seen this in movies. It is a room. It is kind of just below the roof. If you search it on Google, you can actually picturize it. You can see it clearly. And this is also sometimes kind of extra unfinished part which can be used by a person maybe for some activities such as writing, painting, drawing, or maybe none, right? So he rented a garret, and then whenever you approach a blank, you need to focus especially on the information which has been mentioned on both the sides of the fill up. Okay. So to the left side, they are saying he took on a number of. So on a number of, you can guess from here that the answer might be in plural. And to the right side of this fill up, they are saying took on a number of dash who stood at a long central desk. Who stood? From here, you can guess that the answer might be people who stood. So basically, whenever we use who, we are referring to a person. So whoever this person or people were, they used to stand at a long central desk. All right. So the words are rented a garret, a number of stood at a long central desk. So in 1764, an amount has been mentioned here, and from this he took money to rent. All right. And the name of the place has been mentioned here, 17 Gough Square. We still haven't found the word garret. To rent this space in which he set up his dictionary workshop, James Boswell, his biographer, described here it is, the garret where Johnson worked as fitted up like. So, see, although I'm reading this information, however, you have to train yourself to ignore this in between information. You can have a look, but do not focus too much. With a again, we have this word here, a long desk running down the middle, at which the So, who used to stand up near the long desks in the middle? Those were copying clerks. So, the link has been made here. 1764 rented a garret, and there was long desk where who used to stand up and work? Copying clerks. So, the answer is copying clerks. Moving to the next question now. Now let's try to understand the demand of the next question. Johnson did not have a dash. So, according to this question, there was absence of something. He did not have a dash available to him. All right, something wasn't available to him, but so something contrasting happened after that. Even though he did not have this, but something still happened or was made possible by Johnson, right? But eventually, so what happened was he eventually produced definitions of in excess of how many words? 40,000 words written down in 80 large notebooks. All right. Why I am focusing on these two? 40,000 words, 80 large notebooks. Again, the same scenario. You can scan this information easily. All right. Let's have a look at the question again quickly. Johnson did not have this. There was absence of this thing, but still he was able to do this. All right. He was able to produce these many words. Okay. Let's move forward. Himself was stationed on a rickety chair, this and that, chaos. Also helped by these many assistants. You have to do this quickly in your brain. Now, here we have 40,000 words. Okay. I will move up again. The work was immense, filling about 80 large notebooks. Again, this was mentioned back there in the question 80 notebooks. Now, if we have a look here in these four lines, you can see there was absence of something, and still he was able to do it. What was absent? Without a library. Without a library. So the answer is did not have a library available to him. Still, he was able to accomplish this work. All right. Now, moving to the next question. According to his biographer, there is a name here James Boswell. James Boswell, Johnson's principal achievement or his main achievement was to bring dash to the English language. So they're talking about an achievement here which was the main or principal achievement, right? So, what was it? He brought something to the English language. So, again, he brought something to what? To the English language. All right. Now, in this question, starting from here, this sentence, according to his biographer, apart from this word English language, there is something another important. James Boswell. Now let's move back to the passage. Okay, 9 years, this and that. All right. Okay, so as you can see here, they have mentioned that particular name, James Boswell. So once you have quickly gone through all this information, get this name here, now move back from where this sentence starts. They are saying it is the cornerstone of standard English, an achievement which, in James Boswell's words, conferred stability on the language of his country. See, in the question, they asked that what did he bring to the language of English. So again, coming back to the location, here they have mentioned this particular information masterpiece. They're talking about whatever he worked upon, it was a masterpiece and a landmark. And then we quickly came here. Whatever that work is, it is the cornerstone, or it is very something very important. It is the cornerstone of standard English and achievement, which, in James Boswell's words, so this is what we are concerned about now, according to the question, conferred stability, or to give the benefit of something. He gave something to English, right? He provided something. So what was that he provided? He provided stability. Stability to what? On the language of his country. That was English. We are talking about English here. So the answer is stability, right? Moving further, excuse me, as a reward. So whatever work he did here, the links have been formed, right? So he got a reward eventually for that work. As a reward, as a reward for his hard work, he was granted, given a dash. So, who gave him this particular thing, which we will be finding out? The king. He got a reward from the king. What was the reward? Let's see. So, why we are assuming that the answer might be here? Because in all of the passage they have talked about his hard work, right? So, eventually the results could be here, okay? Could be here in this paragraph. The dictionary, together with his other writing, made Johnson famous and so well esteemed that his friends were able to prevail upon King George. So, they're talking about the king here, and their friends were able to request or urge King George for what? To offer him, to grant him, to offer him what? A pension. That was the demand of the question. What was offered to him? Pension. So the answer is pension, right? So I hope that this summary is clear to you. I will be discussing different question types, and if you have any doubts, you can reach out using this email address. I will be happy to help you, right? Thank you very much.